Before we end, I thought we'd do one more Beethoven sing-along. No, just kidding. I'm not as talented as Ben Zander or even Philip Schindler from this morning. I just wanted to take a few quick minutes to say thank you to many people, starting off with all of our speakers and moderators who took off time from their schedules to come here and give us a fantastic and scintillating 2 days. So if you can just have a round of applause for all of our moderators. I hope you agree it's been an extremely exciting, inspirational, educational, and many, many other things kind of 2 days. And I hope all of you will want to come back. I could stand here and summarize many of the learnings from the last 2 days, but I won't since most of you were here. However, we are constantly looking for feedback, so we are going to take some feedback. And I'm going to encourage people who come next year to leave their suits at home. So that way, George Osborne will be the only person wearing a tie and a suit, not just a tie. I think we had some exciting times. You all got to see my gym routine last night from the Elegant Dancers. It's kind of hard, but eventually, if you work hard, you get there. In terms of what we're going to ask you to do, if I can have that quick slide at the end. We all learned many things. And I was at a conference a few years ago in Denmark, and I was the closing speaker. And they'd spent a day and a half talking about innovation, and they'd all taken time away from their daily schedules. The objective of Zeitgeist, when Lorraine and I sat down 6 years ago, trying to conceive, with Eric's help, Larry's help, et cetera, what do we want this to be? We explicitly decided we did not want this to be about Google. We decided we wanted this to be about opening our minds towards all the different things that other people do, and how can we appreciate what they do better than what we do. So we've constantly strived, Dan and his team, Philip, DJ, all of us constantly strive to find people from various conferences, various parts of life. We watch hundreds of videos on the web. We watch different people speak all over the world, and then try and collect them, think of themes, and then bring people here so we can open your minds to different things that are happening elsewhere. And it's evident in all the feedback I get. I walk around the conference, somebody will tell me how one session was wonderful, and somebody will tell me how one session was full of shit. And every time I hear two views, I'm very excited. When everybody unequivocally says that was great, it's a bit scary. So the one question I'm going to leave you here with, before I ask you the question, I'm going to also ask you, please give us your feedback. Please send us emails at support@zeitgeisteurope.com. But the last question I'm going to ask is, you guys have spent 2 days over here. I'd like you to, on your journey back, on your way back, think about, as a consequence of these 2 days, what are you going to do differently? And if you can list 2 or 3 things that you're going to do differently as a consequence of those 2 days, we have been successful in our attempt of opening your mind towards doing things differently. And I'm going to take a cue from Sugata Mitra and say, I don't know, but I'm going to leave. So whilst I'm not going to answer the question, I cannot leave without saying thank you to all the people around us, David Ball and his team, who have spent a lot of time before the conference, so we'll be spending a lot of time afterwards dismantling all this stuff. I want to say thank you to David Ball and the logistics team for doing a fantastic job. And also to the Grove for being a wonderful host for the last 6 years. I hope you will agree this is one of the most amazing facilities for this kind of event. So once again, thank you very much to the Grove, whoever's here today. And lastly, but not least in any which way, all of you for being a wonderful audience, attentive, supportive, helpful, and participative over the last 2 days. Once again, thank you very much, and safe journey home.